Hi, folks. Welcome to Business Spotlight. I'm joined today by an absolutely fantastic guest, Richard. Richard Makra is the Managing Director of Polarium. It's great to see you today, Richard. Thank you for joining. Look, you're running a fantastic business. I know it's a big global organization and a relatively new business in the UK. So why don't you start by telling us a bit about Polarium? What's Polarium all about?
So Polarium was founded in 2015, and our CEO, Stefan Janssen, he had an idea of creating a business that is based around lithium battery energy storage. And predominantly, we supplied the telecom market sector. So we have big global accounts that way. And most recently, we've moved into the commercial industrial sectors as well. So more football stadiums and universities, etc.
And you're doing a lot around retail as well, is that right?
Yes, in Sweden we do companies called Ecomaxis, which are big retail chains, and they're seeing some very positive returns on their investment.
Well, there's a few key things that are making Polarium unique, right? And in particular, it's around your proprietary technology. Can you tell us a bit about that?
What makes Polarium unique is, of course, the people and the people that develop the software and the hardware that goes into these batteries that predominantly controls them. So we manufacture a lot of our software and our hardware, so the control systems and all the different components. The only thing that we of course purchase into the business is the battery cells themselves, which is available to everyone. But really what sets us apart is that in-house built and designed Swedish quality equipment that we put into these systems.
It's all about energy storage, right, and reducing fuel bills. So tell me, what's the problem that you solve for your customers?
The whole premise is that we want to install these systems onto customer sites and improve their network. So resiliency and network for mobile telecom operators, of course, reduce their energy bills if possible, and at the same time really become more sustainable, replace diesel gensets and any other harmful sort of machinery that they might be running.
So how long has Polarium been around? And the UK business is a relatively new one, right?
Yes, so the UK was only established in June last year, and that was strategic reasons for the UK that we've got to support some customers here. And of course, we want to invest heavily into the UK, so we're going to be growing substantially this year and for the future to come. But Polarium itself was founded in 2015. Like I said, Stefan Janssen, our CEO, founded it, and one of my managers and mentors, Peter Wasmuth, was co-founder also, along with some other members. And yeah, I mean, it's been an incredible journey. They've grown substantially year on year, and we were valued $1 billion last year.
Extraordinary. So look, you come that far in 7 years. Where do you think the business is going to be 5 years from now?
I mean, it's hard to tell. Of course, we want to keep growing. We don't know what the challenges are going to be in the future. I mean, we faced several challenges with COVID recently, and of course, the war in the Ukraine and everything else that's happening. Of course, we want to position ourselves for the future and making sure that we're going to keep on growing. But with Polarium being Polarium, we invest heavily back into the business and the staff and the people and of course the culture within the business.
Growing a team, growing the customer base, and significant deployment of your product in the next 5 years. I love that. So let's talk a little bit about Richard. You've been setting up and running this UK business. What have been your biggest learnings in business so far?
It's been challenging, number one. But the biggest challenge I've certainly faced is surrounding yourself with the right people. I mean, luckily, we have a global reach within Polarium. So we have factories all across the world in Mexico, Vietnam, South Africa. Headquarters is in Sweden. So we get a lot of support from there. And the people collaborate a lot with us here in the UK and creating business cases, and all the technical team comes from there. But certainly for myself in the UK, it's adapting that culture from Sweden and across the world that Polarium has developed and applying it to the UK. So yes, trying to find the right people that not only have the experience, but also the drive, the ambition that the company has, and that can fit within the culture is key for us.
As a figurehead of the business in the UK, what inspires you?
My inspiration was, of course, to contribute as much as possible to the main business, to the parent company. So we're relatively small here in the UK. We're doing, a decent amount of turnover, and we've got some good customers. Of course, it's developing those customers and reaching out to new ones and making sure that we become a major contributor to the main company. That's my ambition anyway.
And there's a lot of disruption going on in terms of, your product is very much around disrupting the energy supply to UK organizations, right? That's fundamentally what you're all about.
Absolutely. But it's also, we've become, I think what we've seen in the last couple of years is we've become more relevant to the business case. With pricing going the way they've been going and sustainability becoming a focal point as well. By 2030, people need to cut to net zero. We've definitely become more relevant in the market sector with our services and products.
Right time, right place, right message. Fantastic. Tell me, Richard, what a great position to be in right now. What's the hot news in your business? What's happening right now? What are the big things?
Of course, with Polarium rapidly growing, we're working on a number of different things. So we're developing a new generation 6 battery that's completely weatherproof and IP65. So that's going to be a big feature and benefit to our customers globally. We're also very much involved in the battery energy storage systems. So high voltage systems that enable you to save a lot more on your energy cost, but also participate back into the grid. So giving you additional revenues. And then we have a whole host of different projects that we're working on, like anti-theft and fleet management. That's more of a service-based type model, but it's all to enable our customers to run the business more efficiently, reduce the costs of call-out charges and everything else really that's costing them a lot of money these days.
Look, what a great story and what an extraordinary business. What a fascinating business. And there's so much change and so much emerging. How can folks get in contact with you?
I mean, they can head to the website, which is polarium.com, and they can reach any one of our offices or facilities through that, or they can contact me directly on LinkedIn.
Thanks, Richard. It's been absolutely brilliant to see you today. Thank you so much for coming on and telling us all about Polarium.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks for your time. Thanks for having me.
Folks, if you want to come and join us on Business Spotlight, if you want to come and get your business out to a big reach and get in front of a lot of people, then we'd love to see you. Just type apply in the comments below and we'll follow up. We'll get in contact with you and we'll do a recording with you. We'd love to see you. Till next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.